Hello everybody, it's the Minecraft Guy 105 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do some modeling. So, some things like, Minecraft block, how to put different textures on different sides of the block, and, the right size for the block, and, the size of a pixel. And I'll show you how to do some UV mapping and stuff like that. I'm not going to show you how to do items, because I already did a tutorial on that. And I'm not going to show you how to do XPresso. I'll make a different tutorial for that. So yeah, this is just like modeling things. So this video is going to be cut up into segments. So instead of you having to just skip around trying to find the part that you want, I'll just put all the segment times in the description. I'll start out easy with something like just making a block, and then I'll move on eventually to UV mapping. So that will be in the description. So one more thing before we get started, there's this community called Amino. It actually isn't just a community, it's a bunch of communities in one app. People can make their own communities, and they have some already made. I joined Minecraft Amino. My name on there is Palmy Tree. If you want to follow me, I'll post things like Minecraft wallpapers, and I'll put my videos on there. Some maybe behind the scene things. I've already been posting for a while. I decided to tell you because you might want to see some wallpapers I've made, and we could always use more people in the community. Sometimes it seems kind of dead. So yeah, if you want to check that out, the link will be in the description to download the app. So yeah, let's get into the video now. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to make just a regular Minecraft block, nothing special. It's probably the easiest thing I'll show you in the tutorial. So a Minecraft block is 100 centimeters by 100 by 100, and I'll explain that later why it is, but for now we'll just put it in. So 100, 100, 100. So yeah, that's the size of a Minecraft block, and usually if you want to get it equal so it's easier to use in Mineways, you can set the Y to 50. That'll just make it flat on the ground. Usually people do that. I've forgotten to do it on some rigs, but that's okay. Anyway, so here we have a regular cube. So now if you want to put a texture on there, all you do is you make a new texture, turn reflectance off, and I'm going to click on the three dots, and I'm just going to pick anvil base, and you want to set the sampling to none. And all you do is just drop it on there, and you have a block already. So that's really easy to do. So now I'm going to show you how to put a texture on different sides. Put multiple textures on different sides. So something like a crafting table or a piece of grass. So we're going to go ahead and make this 100 by 100 by 100 again. And so if you just drop like the texture on the top, it's not going to do what you want. It's just going to put it on all sides. So what we need to do is actually make this editable. So there's three ways you can do this. You can either go up here in the top left and click on this globe looking thing that says make editable, or you can just push C on your keyboard. That's probably the easiest one to do. Or you can actually right click it and somewhere in here right there, make editable, and now you'll see that the icon for the object changed. That's because it's editable now, and what that means is we can go into these different modes over here on the left. So we have point mode, so you can select the points, and if I just drop in a regular cube, you can see that I can't select points because it's not editable. So we can select the points on the cube, and we can actually move them if you wanted to. I wouldn't see why you would for just a regular Minecraft block. Yeah, it could be useful though. And then we have the edge mode. So it does what it says, selects the edge, and you can move it like this. Or you can set it to world up here and move it just up and down. So then we need, this is the one we need the polygon one. So you can see polygon selects the entire face of it, and you can move it around if you wanted to. Or what we're going to do is we're just going to select the sides of this, and then you can actually drop the texture on. So I got all my textures on here already. So I'm going to select two sides, and you can select them by clicking on this, and if you hold shift you can click on another one. So that's how you select two, and you can deselect it by holding down control and going over it. But I'm going to select two sides, and I'm going to put take the front texture and drag and drop it onto this, and you'll see it only puts it on these sides. The other ones stay the same. So now I'm going to select these two sides, and I'm going to put the side texture on it. Then I'm going to select just the top and put the top texture on it. And then I'm going to select the bottom and put the bottom texture, or it's just planks. Put that on there. And now you can see if we go back to the regular mode here, the model mode is what it's called, you can see that it looks like a crafting table now. So that's how you make a block with different textures on the side. So now I'm going to show you how to extrude and how to put different textures on different sides and extrude at the same time, because it's a little bit different. So we're just going to go ahead and make this 100 by 100 by 100, and you don't want to make it editable yet because we need to change the segments. Now if we go to display, I think it's Gorgard shading, something like that. It's kind of weird. You can see that we have lines. I guess it's kind of hard to see because we haven't set it yet really, but we have the lines here, which is the edge thing that we are selecting in the one before this. So this is like one segment. This whole polygon is one segment. If we change the segments up one, you can see that we have something different now. We have a line going down the middle here. And if we just keep putting this up, it's just going to make more segments. All we need is actually 16. A Minecraft block has 16 pixels, so we're going to have 16 segments. And you can see that it does the same thing for the Y, so it's going to start adding a bunch now. We just want 16 and 16 for the Z too, and you can see all these lines on here. These are all different polygons. So now if we make this editable again by pushing C or clicking on the globe or right clicking it, you can see if we go into polygon mode, we can select all the individual polygons here and move just those. Or what we're going to be doing is extruding. So you could drop a regular texture on this and then extrude it, but what if you want to extrude like the side? You want to have a crafting table and extrude it. You can't just drop one texture like this on the whole block. So this time all you're going to do is pretty much the same. You just need to select all these. So we have to select all these on the side. It may take a while, but when we can speed it up is there's a rectangle selection tool up here. If you hold down on this, and you can just go like that and it'll select them all, and we'll do the same on this side. And now I can drop on the side texture, and then I can go on this side and select those. So it's pretty much the same, it's just we have more things to select. We're still selecting this whole big area. So you can put, I don't think that did it, no. You can put the front texture on there. You get the idea, I'll just stop there. So now I'm going to show you how to extrude it. So let's just say you want to extrude this saw looking thing here. What we're going to do is select all the polygons that we want to extrude. So I'll just select all those. And then you want to push D on your keyboard and it'll bring up extrude, or you could do right click, extrude. It'll bring up this thing down here. What you want to do is change the maximum angle to 91. And what this does is if you do a corner, like I'll just select these two, instead of having it extrude this one out and this one out, it's going to like connect them and make it a smooth, well, not smooth, but I'll make a corner. So that's what that does. You also, the offset now actually. The offset is how far it's going to go out. So now I'll get into how big a pixel is. So a pixel is 6.25 in Cinema 4D. And if you take 6.25 times 16, which is how tall a block is, that gives you 100. So that's why it's 100 tall. So I would say the max that you should go is 6.25. You don't have to. You could go like this big. But I would just do 6.25. At the most, I would actually divide it and get 3.125. So I like how that looks. So now all you have to do is click apply, and you can see it will extrude it, and it extruded this corner and made it smooth. So that's how you extrude out, but now this texture is missing. It's not right. So what you could do is select these, just the ones on the side that you extruded. I'm not going to do the corner piece. So I accidentally selected a lot of polygons on the front, so I'll just deselect those. Get them on the bottom, so you're pretty much just getting all the sides. And then you can take the texture. So I think this is the front texture. So I'm gonna drop the front on there, and it looks really glitchy. So if you render it out, it's not there. This is just a thing in the editor. Not sure why. I don't think. Yeah, you can't just delete it. But if you render it out, it looks fine. So just ignore that. And I did forget these on the inside, so you could select those and put them on. So yeah, that's how you extrude a block. One more thing to note is if you have like some selected here, and you extrude this, well, maybe not, like this actually, and you extrude this, you can see that it gets kind of weird here. You can fix that by deselecting this one, clicking apply, and then selecting this one again and clicking apply, or if it's grayed out like it is for me, click new transformation and it'll fix it. So yeah, that's how to extrude a block. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do some UV mapping and how to like make things like a chair. I'm not going to make a full chair or anything. I'm just going to show you how to do it, and then you can mess around with it and do it yourself. So I'm going to show you now. So we're not going to make this 100 by 100 because we don't want it to be a square anymore. We want this to be like whatever shape we want. So like I said earlier, a pixel is 6.25. So that's how big a pixel is. So if we made this, that's a pixel in Minecraft in Cinema 4D. So if we wanted to make this like tall, like say this is the side of the chair, all you do is times this. So you do the little star thing. You hold shift and push 8. So you get the little star thing. Oops. And then after that, you want to put in how many pixels tall it's going to be. So I'll just put in like 10. So now this is 10 pixels tall, and you want to change the segments to 10 on the Y because we changed the Y value. So now this is 10 tall, and you can actually see it. We still have the shading on. If you count it, it's 10. So now we have this, and we're going to put a texture on it. So if I put a texture on this, you can see that's not good. This would not be very good in animation, so we're going to fix it. You want to take it and make it editable, and then you're going to select all these. So Control A, or you could select them manually, but I just see Control A, it's easier. So we're going to go up to Layout and BPUV Edit, and I think if you're in older versions, it's like Window, Layouts, and then BPUV Edit, something like that. So then we get in here. So this is where we can like stretch the texture and make it look a lot better. So first thing you want to do is go up here in this little bar, and you want to click on UV polygons. And now this stuff shows up, just ignore that. And then you want to go to materials, and you want to uncheck this. So there's a little X, just uncheck it, and then you can drag this on here. And now we have the block on here, and you can see if we move this, if we get the move tool and then we move this, it moves it on there. So now we're controlling this. So what we want to do is go to transform, and in here, this is where we change the height of this and the width and stuff. So X. So you can see here that the X is 1 pixel long. So we're going to do 1 divided by, and the entire thing is 16 pixels long. So you're going to do however long this is, divided by 16, and divided by is just the slash, and that gives us this. So now we need to do the height. So the entire thing is 10 pixels tall, so we're going to do 10, and the texture height is still 16, so I'm going to do divided by 16. So if this was like a player, you'd want to do like divided by 64, because the picture width is 64. Stuff like that. So hopefully you get it. So now we just click apply, and you can see it's already a little bit better. Still not perfect. All we need to do is go to this, the move tool up here, come down here to attributes and go to snapping, and we're gonna want to turn on move, and I'm just gonna set this to 3.125 5, which is half a pixel, divided by let's just say 2 for now. And now when I move this, you can see it snaps, and I think that was a little too much, so I'll just do 3.125. See how that, yeah, that works. So now you can see it snapping, and once we move it here, it's fine. And it's fine on all the sides, but the top is still messed up. I kind of made a mistake, so I'm gonna undo everything quickly, and I might speed up this part of the video. I'm gonna do that again, but this time I'm gonna deselect the top or all the sides that I don't want to change yet, or that have like a different height or width, and then I'm gonna click apply, and I'll move it over. And then you go to the top, and this is 1 by 1, so X is already 1, and Y, we don't want it to be 10, so we're gonna make that 1 divided by 16, because the texture is 16 tall. Then when you click apply, it becomes 1 pixel, and then you can move this wherever. I'm just gonna move it up here. I should have done the bottom at the same time, but I didn't. It's okay, I'll just click apply and move it to the bottom. And now if we go back to standard mode, there it is, you can see that it looks really good now. So that's how to do that. If you wanted to make like a chair, that's weird, it's not letting me move this. Oops. It's like snapping back. Oh, there's a keyframe or something. I don't know why that's there. Let me delete it. Anyway, so if you wanted to make a chair, but you don't want to like group all of these into one thing and have you accidentally select these things, there's a way to just make it all one object. All you do is select both of them and then click connect and delete, and now it's one object. And another little modeling tip, we kind of just moved on to modeling tips, I guess. You can select this little arrow thing over on the left that says enable axis, and what you can do is change the axis. So if I move it here and I turn this off, now the axis is there, so it'll rotate around there and move around there. That's a good thing to know. Another thing, I'll just show you, let's see, like snapping. So that could be useful if you want to, let's just undo the connect and delete. If you wanted to move this up and you wanted to connect these, you don't want it to have a little space, or you don't want it to intersect, you just want it to be perfect. What you can do is go to Window, Customize Commands, and you can search up quantizing. And here's enable quantizing. You can take this and drag it and put it up here. And then there's also move slider, rotate slider, and scale slider. I'll just put the move slider, that's what I want right now, and that's all I need. You also might want to put freeze transformation right there, so you might want to put that up too. These are all kind of like nice modeling things to have. So if I turn this on, you can see that it's like glowing now. Now this will like snap when I move it, and if you put in 6.25 and then you take it and you move it, you can see that it's perfectly aligned, and if I move it over one, you know, it's still aligned. So that's a nice thing to have. And another thing, you can see that the Y has changed down here, the coordinates of the Y. So if I set that to 0, it's not up there. If you want this coordinate to be 0, you can click the freeze transformation and now it's 0. So that's a nice thing, especially when you're like connecting and deleting and using nulls and stuff. Sometimes it likes to move this. Also, again with the snapping, if I move this down with the snapping, it'll get it perfect. So now it's at the complete center, and I can freeze it, and now it's pretty good. So that is it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment in the description. So yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching.
Fox, if you can see it on that Florida wildlife, and it sort of shook him up. Their little tails will just go crazy.